have to stop this scourge because it is killing our people. It is robbing us as a nation of productive citizens and robbing families of their loved ones. Our response to the outbreak as government started a while back because even the World Health Organization recommends that the cholera vaccine should only be used as an additional intervention in cholera control.
Cholera inatikhudza pakhomo pathu abambo atadwala matenda a cholera. Pakhomo pathu takhudzika kwambiri pachifukwa chonena kuti munthu amene anali oti ngati woyimirira khomo lija kugawo ngati losokola plus zina ndi zina ngati mdindo pakhomo paja palibepo. Ndiye zimene zidakhala ngati zidabweretsa mavuto ambiri pakhomo paja.
The first case of cholera was on 22 November. It was a family. By then, we were not really prepared. We had only one small tent. This tent only could occupy 6 patients. So since 22 November, we had a lot of cases having admissions of 20 to 30 in 24 hours at this facility. We are really overwhelmed when the cholera cases were coming. We also had a shortage of both human and material resources.
Chaka chino cholera wativuta kwambiri. Ndikumbukira cholera amene kuno kwathu kwakauma adayamba mu January, February. 2 months imeneyi tinakhala ndi makesi kapena kuti mapatient okwana 11 ndipo anthu atatu anali atamwalira.
In our community, as Namitete, we have a grouping we call Pastors Fraternal. After we were trained by World Health Organization with Ministry of Health, then we took this information and gave to all our member churches in the Fraternal.
I should be able to recall the issue of the response we have had and support from WHO previously in the previous cholera outbreaks. Like I indicated, it has actually been the issue of if they are able to give us the resources, fuels for us to be able to go out into the communities affected or districts affected, and to actually give us the technical guidance. So in the form of preparedness part, or you are in class, or there is cholera, let us mount training. So you invite the health workers that are just part of us in the training session, explaining certain things, and that could be it. But the actual work of managing the cases, whatever, was actually in the hands of the health workers, as it were.
World Health Organization limodzi ndi anzathu azaumoyo kuchipatala boma anabwera mudzi muno ndi kupanga ma training kumene amatunikira kunena kuti cholera ndi matenda amene ndi woopsa kwambiri.
The impact of support from WHO on the part of the health workers, they are able to manage the patients quickly and promptly. At first we could have a lot of deaths, but with the coming of the support from WHO, the deaths dramatically decreased. Some of the oral rehydration points was also supported by WHO.
Ma ORP aja anatithandiza kwambiri ndi amene anapanga kuti ufa ndi cholera kuthe kwakauma kuno.
But the difference I'm actually noting this time around is the actual presence of the human bodies, the expertise. Instead of just explaining to our health workers in the affected districts, they are actually demonstrating, they are actually also treating the cases. So how do you do? A demonstration is the best teacher, and that's what we are saying. So you observe, here are the weaknesses. You don't report somewhere, but you actually bring the officer to actually do the job. And this one is actually learning the process. And they're not just moving back home or back to Rio. They're there full time in the communities. That's the difference I'm actually seeing.
I would just like to thank the WHO for training the volunteers, even the chiefs and pastors. Since the chiefs were involved, they would talk to their people, and people listen more to their own people other than us.
There were a lot of resources which we were supported. On top of that, we were also supported with a proper structure for the cholera treatment. At first it was a cholera treatment unit, and then it was upgraded to cholera treatment center.
Just to thank WHO, the World Health Organization, and Ministry of Health for coming up with this kind of training that targeted the community.
When we called for support, we had human resource. A lot of health workers came, the surge staff, starting with the nurses, health surveillance assistants, hospital attendants, medical doctors, environmental health, all the cadres necessary to run a cholera camp. We were supported by World Health Organization.
When things are very tight, I would call Dr. Moet on WhatsApp, our RD. Dr. Moet, things are not okay. And I did that in January. And I think it was on the 3rd of January this year, when the numbers were just going up of people having cholera. I called Dr. Moet. I said whether she's in a celebration mood because of the New Year, but I called. And by morning, she responded. Next day, I had a team of people from WHO. The leadership itself shows commitment, it shows dedication, to assist us. They work with us.